Welcome back, Smartphone Wars fans. Did you miss me? Well, I am back and I'm doing another review of a very hot phone. Today I will be covering Huawei's Honor 8X as one of the top phones you should definitely consider around $300. And the fact that this is exactly the same specs as the Mate 20 Lite, which goes for almost twice the money in Europe. So, the Honor 8X full review, gaming, battery life, cameras, everything you need to know. Keep watching and as always you'll find out. The Honor 8X is a very good looking phone. It's not like your Redmi Note or Redmi phones, which are usually metal or just not very premium looking. This is a very premium looking phone. Very thin bezels, huge screen to body ratio, and of course a notch you can hide if you wish to. The phone just looks like it punches much above its weight. There's practically no borders on the side, and the bottom and top border is practically non-existent. Of course there are some cons as being a budget phone, like the micro USB port, but you do get the 3.5mm headphone jack that a lot of phones are lacking these days, and this is one of the only phones that you can do dual SIM and have a micro SD card in it. Pretty cool from Honor, and this is I think what all budget phones should strive for. On the top there is a front-facing camera with a sensor and a round microphone, and it also has a very tiny notification light. As I said, the back is very shiny, very good looking, and the package is really nice. You get the Huawei quick charger, you also get a silicone case for the phone, and the one I ordered also had a tempered glass protector, really nice. The phone is definitely not thick, it's around 8.2 at its thickest size and around 7.6 at its thinnest size, and weighs a standard 180 grams, which is nice for a 3750 mAh battery. And next I'm going to talk about the software and hardware features of the phone. First of all, the EMUI here, the EMUI 8.2 is really one of the best software out there. It has literally every feature you can think of. Like I said, you can hide the notch, show it. It even has a smart resolution feature which actually reduces resolution in the areas you don't need it to save battery life, and you can choose to have the phone have an app drawer or not have an app drawer. The single button you see on the bottom can be customized. You can use the standard 3-button navigation system. For Android you can use the single button, and you can also have the gestures navigation. Everything you can think of is in EMUI 8.2. One of the other really big benefits of EMUI and Huawei phones is their own chips. That's right, this uses the new mid-range Kirin 710, which is a direct competitor to, say, Snapdragon 636 and the Helio P60. It's kind of like the same configuration. It's a 4 big cores plus 4 small cores chip, and it has a Mate G51 4-core graphics processing unit. Huawei have said that they have put AI stuff in the chip, but it doesn't have a separate processor like the Kirin 970. When it comes to benchmarks, the phone scores really high in CPU performance and really high in storage, but in Antutu and the rest just around Snapdragon 636 level and just below Helio P60. And as a bonus, with Huawei's own chips you get really good battery life because of the really good optimization, and you get regular updates. Plus this is one of the coolest chips I've ever seen, operating normally around 20-25 degrees, which is something I cannot say for a lot of chips, even Snapdragon as well. The phone is a bit large. It's a 6.5-inch display. This is considered standard these days, but I do think this is like going a bit overboard. Sure, the bezels are very thin, but still this is not a very one-hand usage friendly device if you don't have big hands. So ladies and like people with me who don't have like large hands will find using this phone mostly with 2 hands instead of just 1. Now onto display. Really good color reproduction, really deep contrast, nice saturation, very lifelike feel of the colors, but this display doesn't support HDR, and I have to say that the sunlight visibility is okay for the price, but it's definitely not one of the best. So if you're used to a phone with really good sunlight visibility, the Honor 8X will feel okay, but won't be the best phone you've ever used in direct sunlight. And I forgot to mention that the back and front are huge fingerprint magnets, so you'll be wiping that phone all the time. Call quality was really good, but if you've had the earpiece sensor to your ear, because it's very small, so it can be a little bit better, I think, as is charging, which gets you around 30% of charge in 30 minutes, or around 2 and a bit hours to fully charge the whole battery. Now on to gaming. The Kirin 710 uses the GPU turbo technology Huawei have developed, and gaming performance is a bit uneven. Here you think World War Heroes 2 playing at really high settings, the highest settings, and the frame rate is super smooth, and the phone absolutely doesn't even get warm. This is what I like about this phone the most. Awesome battery life while gaming, and doesn't get warm at all. So literally you're looking at around 6 hours of like non-stop gaming on a single charge, which is pretty damn good considering this is a below 4000 mAh battery. However, as I said, the performance is a bit uneven. Turn on the Asphalt 9 game and crank on the highest settings, and the phone will skip a lot of frames and have a lot of slowdowns. So this is a very good gaming phone for the price. It's not excellent. It's definitely on par with what Snapdragon 636 is, perhaps even better in some situations, and Helio P60, but it doesn't punch above them as a gaming phone. Still, overall value, performance, battery life, and gaming and daily performance, this is a outstanding package for $200. Kudos to Huawei, kudos to Honor. The team bezels and just everything makes this phone a absolute must purchase around $200. But there is a segment that I have not yet tackled, and this is the cameras. The Honor 8X has a 20 megapixel main sensor with f1.8 aperture, but smaller pixel size, and an additional 2 megapixel depth of field sensor, so you can't actually call it a dual camera phone. However, it has one of the best features, which is the night shoot mode. You can handheld the phone for like 5-6 seconds and you'll get amazing low light shots, very clear from what this is the standard photo you take without the night mode, and holding it for around 5-6 seconds with the night mode produces this kind of result. The noise is still there, but image is much sharper. Even if you don't use it, the Honor 8X still produces some very nice low light images, on par with the Redmi Note 5, if a bit softer. Moving on to macro shots, portrait shots, indoor outdoor shots, it's really good. It's as good as it gets for around $200. Really good dynamic range. The colors were a bit murkier, a bit darker than I would like, but this could probably be fixed with the software optimization. The sensor shoots really quick. There's absolutely no delay, even shooting like portrait modes and HDR, which come out okay at times, even in low light, but at sometimes the blur effect on the background seems a bit too much for me and a bit unnatural. That is because the sensor is doing it via software, not via a separate sensor for the portrait modes. Here you're seeing just like handheld regular shots I've just taken with the phone. You can judge for yourself. The camera is really good. It's definitely not excellent. It's not Samsung S8 or S9 level of quality. It's definitely not a $500 camera phone for $200. But it's $200 phones go. This is one of the better camera phones, if not one of the best ones. The video quality is okay, but it's a bit shaky, and definitely I think not up to par with what Xiaomi and Meizu have at this price range. Although the slow motion is absolutely awesome on the Honor 8X. Just take a good look. This is a Super 16x slow motion. It looks absolutely amazing. The front camera, 60 megapixel, one of the best ones you could buy at this price. Really good selfies in day and night. Portrait mode is really good. It's just a really good selfie camera. So this concludes my full review of the Honor 8X. There's a link to buy the phone in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've tried to give you as much information as possible. Check out my other videos and reviews and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.